Everybody pray for me. It been that day for me. Yeah, yeah.
It's the toughest opener that Nick Saban has had since he's been at Alabama.
Florida State is built like an SEC team.
Alabama, of course, is #1.
They're fast.
I know they're going to play hard.
Explosive.
Well prepared.
Big, physical, tough defense.
The thing about Nick is as soon as you think you got him down, he'll throw you a curveball.
Everybody in Tallahassee, everybody in Tuscaloosa is ready to play this football game.
Jalen Hurts was a freshman phenom a year ago.
Francois, end zone. That's a Florida State touchdown.
Bo Scarborough in the clear and in the end zone again.
Is Derwin James, pound for pound, the best overall football player in college football?
We like to keep it on the high note. There's levels to it, you and I know. Be humble.
You come up on the short end of that game, the rest of the year, you're also going to have to be perfect.
Nick Saban is 10-0 all-time against his former assistants, with each win coming by at least 14 points. This will be his first game against Jimbo Fisher. Keep in mind, Fisher was the offensive coordinator on Saban's staff at f.s.u. from 2000 to 2004. What we're trying to tell you is history says Jimbo has his work cut out for him.
What calms you about this team?
Well, I think it's very competitive. I think it's very intelligent. I think it understands the big pictures of things you say, and they're not, as I say, they're not seeing the world through a straw. They're grasping everything around them.
Speaking of experience, your quarterback is gaining some of that. When have you noticed that he's taken that next step of maturity and growth?
Well, I think it's been gradual, and I don't know if there's any one time, but I just think his overall ability to come back after something's went wrong, he knows he can play.
What's it going to take to beat Alabama?
Doing our job. For us to do our job. Line up and play and do your job. Block, tackle, take care of the football, don't have self-inflicted wounds with penalties. Play every play with great toughness, effort, discipline, pride. Line up and play. Do your job.
That sounds insanely simple.
It is.
Yeah.
That's what, and at the end of the day, it's what football is. Be a master of the basics.
Yeah, we've made a big deal about you and Nick Saban, you and Nick, and how far back you all go. But what's one thing about him that you admire the most?
You know, I think, first of all, the consistency in which he goes at his job. But, you know, Nick, deep down, I mean, he's fun to have conversations with. I mean, he's just a very down-to-earth, good guy who cares about people. I'm
curious, who are the 2017 Florida State Seminoles?
I don't know yet. That'll be seen. That's where we're going to wait and see, and that's what makes this thing so, I think, intriguing and why people want to watch. You want to see what turns out. I mean, we'll find out who we are.
Florida State is facing the #1 team in the AP poll for the first time since 2011. Lost at home to Oklahoma. The Seminoles are 1-6 all-time against the #1 opponents. With their lone win coming 1996, that was a big one. It was against Florida. They have never beaten an AP #1 opponent away from Tallahassee.